when you first met the owners of the home, what is it they wanted? It was a renovation?
Yeah, well, it's actually quite funny because these clients met me probably about 7, 8 years before that. Or they actually didn't meet me, they saw me because I did actually win an award, and they were at the award function, and they remembered me. So when they moved home, they thought, and because I'd won it and their bathroom was in the runnings and it didn't win, they thought, oh, we'll get her because she'll give us an award-winning bathroom. So it is a little bit, and I did, yeah. So it's quite ironic actually. But these clients, they were interesting because they're art collectors, and but very, very busy people, and they travel. And so when I was looking at taking the job on, I thought, oh, this is going to be an interesting job, because I knew that they were open to doing something a little bit different, and they certainly were, you know. So I had to make sure that bathroom was going to fit in with the rest of the house the way it was, with lots of beautiful art everywhere, you know. And they certainly did not want anything average. Like, there was no way they were going to have anything that was something you could see somewhere else. So yeah, so it was a fun job, a lot of hours of research, and that's a part of the job, is trying to find product, you know, especially if it's a client that doesn't want anything that's been used everywhere. So yeah, I found these mural tiles. I mean, and I think that they were just the perfect thing. So explaining to the client, you know, once I found it, that I felt that this was going to be the right thing for their home. I was just thrilled when they were happy with my suggestion, because I just knew it was going to be the right thing in that space. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, the mural. What is it?
So it's a forest theme. Right. So, but it's like, if you think of forest theme, you could potentially think it's a tacky kind of thing that you would do, but it wasn't. It's really quite stylish, and the location of the property is backing onto a park, but it's also in the city too, so there's offices around it. So it's quite industrial. So the actual design of this particular bathroom has got that industrial / natural thing about it. So it's quite balancing, because I've got some sort of industrial elements, but then I've got this calming woodland theme going in through the bathroom, which is really cool. I mean, I'm quite proud of that bathroom. It's just, yeah, it's like you've never seen anything like it. So, and there's a lot of layering of products, which, you know, you could just put in the mural tile, but you need to be able to put all the other layers with it to make it work, you know.
So when you say mural tile, is it one big sheet of porcelain?
Yeah. So it's a tile that's got a image of trees on it, and the tricky thing is this bathroom is on the 3rd level of this townhouse, and so getting this big, you know, I think it was about 3 meters long, that had to get cut down, so we had to make sure that the actual image was going to fit perfectly to the space. I think the ceiling was about 2.5, and then there was a window that we had to, instead of just putting a tile up, I've gotten my tilers to cut it into the reveal of the window, so you're still seeing the pattern of the tree running through. So yeah, it was I was very happy with the product, but I was terrified of breakages, because that's another thing you have to think about with these massive big formats of tiles, which are actually becoming quite popular now, but you've got to allow for wastage. So
you don't want to break it?
No, and this was up at the 3rd floor, upstairs. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, and what I actually had to do, just to make sure, is order extra panels. So you'll be interested to know, Paul, that the design didn't actually include the tiles behind the bath being in the trees. And it was only because they didn't do any breakages that we managed to do them on the side. And I was so grateful, because it wouldn't have looked the same without it. I really wanted it there, but they're super expensive. And so I wasn't going to order extra if we couldn't, if those ones were ordered at the same time. So it's just like nerve-wracking day getting those things up and managing to put them on behind the bath and then through into the shower as well. So yeah, that's cool.
What was the space like before you started?
So the space before was very monochromatic, so white. There was no light. There wasn't a lot of light, even though it was white. It was quite a dark space. So because there's no natural light in that room either. Because the window where the frosted window is actually looking out towards offices, so you couldn't open that out. And so, the space before was white, and I think the floor tile was maybe like a navy blue, but yeah, just no character whatsoever. And these clients, like one of the things you have to do as a designer is understand your clients, and these clients, they needed character in their home because that's what would make them happy. So that bathroom, and it was just very disjointed. Yeah, it wasn't a great space. I mean, it was an okay space, but not a great space.
And any particular challenges in redesigning that space?
The challenges, I guess the main challenge was trying to get those tiles up, having these big format tiles. Also, there is a little powder room off the main bit of the bathroom. That was quite claustrophobic before, so I changed the shape of that space as well. But also the bathroom is quite open plan, so I reconfigured the bedroom space, the wardrobe, and then the bathroom. So it's quite a different footprint. So I've given the clients a wardrobe, a much bigger wardrobe and much more private as well. So it's sort of an L shape. Wardrobe for him and her, which works out quite well. Yeah.
You mentioned the murals as being, sort of quite a distinctive thing. The other distinctive thing when you look at the bathroom first off is the bath.
Yes.
Just tell me a little bit about that and why you selected it.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting because I had my eye on that bath for years. It's came out in 2008. And I've just been waiting for the right job to put it into. And it just seemed like the perfect, it's a steel bath. It's classic, but it's industrial at the same time. And it just feels like, you're having a bath in the forest. And yeah, all the little pieces of the puzzle just slotted in, with that bath that I've been wanting to do forever, finding those tiles that just fitted perfectly. The vanity I've clad in porcelain as well, so the basins and the drawer fronts and everything are out of a porcelain. So that was also quite a complex procedure, trying to get that all seamless as well. And the clients really like the idea of lots of texture, lots of layers. So the vanity itself is probably the most mild product in the whole space. Right. And I had to try and get that through because of the balancing. You can't have everything crazy and out there. You have to have some kind of restraint somewhere. So the vanity itself is a little bit of restraint, but it's still different because it's clad in the same product on the top and the sides, and yeah.
But it's got quite a strong material behind it.
Yeah, that's right. So it was a bit tricky because my clients really wanted every angle of that bathroom to be a wow angle, but it was a challenge trying to work through how not to overdo it as well, so sort of tame it down. So those tiles I've got on the back of the vanity are almost like a swirling. It's a natural. So everything's really good products like non-staining porcelain that looks natural. So those are beautiful swirling pattern, almost looks like the sea. Everything's got a story. This bathroom is just endless, visual stimulation, I would say. And then I've used brushed bronze tapware, which is a nice warm tone, just toning it down. So it's quite a special space.
It is, and that's why it won an award.
Yeah.